Ever heard about the word trigonometry?
Yeah, I have, but I don't know what it means. Like triple geometry or something?
Trigonometry is
Or
a mathematical tool that helps us understand triangles better. So, do you know the types of triangles? If I
yeah,
draw three different triangles, that is one, mm, that is another one, and that is another one. Based on the angles, these three triangles has three different names. Can you tell me the
yeah.
names?
Right, uh,
First one
right angle
is
or 90
right
degree,
angle triangle. Second one
and then
is
acute and
acute
obtuse.
angle triangle, and third one is obtuse. Perfect. Okay. So trigonometry has operation with all of these triangles, but in IGCSE, in primary level, we will know the relationship of trigonometry with the right triangle because basic operations, basic ratios of trigonometry, it is based on right angle triangle. So in any right angle triangle, what do we have here? We have a right angle. And what is a right angle? If we
90 degrees.
put a protractor here, do you have geometry kits?
Wait a second, I'll bring it up.
Do you have this thing, protractor?
Yeah, yeah,
So why it is a right angle triangle? Because it is 90 degree and a 90-degree angle is called right angle. Put a protractor, one arm at 0 degree, another arm will be at 90 degree, and its other arm, you can see that it is exactly on 90. And this type of triangle is called a right angle triangle. So in a right angle triangle, if we imagine you are looking at triangle from any side or any corner,
yeah,
think about this this line, this red line as a tower or something like that. And if you were looking at the tower from this place, you will have some angle here with your
right,
horizontal plane. And if your eyesight, you can imagine a string or rope directly connected to the top of the tower. That is an angle, and this angle is an acute angle, right?
yeah,
And if this acute angle, we can name this angle with any variable. Usually we name it using theta. That is a Greek alphabet. And if we name other organs of this triangle, for example, the opposite side of this acute angle, we call it opposite. Adjacent side of this acute angle, we call it adjacent. And opposite side of 90 degree, we call it a hypotenuse. So to understand trigonometry, we should know this three words: what is opposite, what is hypotenuse, and what is adjacent. If you know this three, then trigonometry gives us three function that we can use. One is called sine, and its input of this function is the angle. So for this one, it is theta. Sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. And the second trigonometric function is cos. Cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. And third one is tan. Tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. We have three more trigonometric function, but we'll learn it later. So just keep this 3 in mind. Dividing one side with another side of a right angle triangle has a specific name. Every time we are dividing something with some side with other side, that is why these trigonometric functions are called trigonometric ratio, because it is the division of two sides. That is the early basic concept of trigonometry. Whatever we do with trigonometry later, you will need this thing.
Okay, I just want to know, like, after we divide those, like, what do we do with them? Those are just the angles?
Okay. Depends what our question demands. Sometimes question will tell you to find the opposite height. Sometimes the question will tell you to find the angle. So,
Height.
yeah,
Uh,
height.
Okay.
So let me give you some quick example. Think about this tower. Think about someone little away from this tower. So your question will ask you, a question will give you some information. So someone is here. Someone is looking at the top of the tower. Someone is looking at the top of the tower from some distance. And that distance from the tower is, for example, given it is 20 meter. If that is 20 meter and this angle is 30 degree, find the height of the tower. So that is the question. So then we'll start searching what do we have and what is the requirement. Requirement says find the height of the tower, so we need to find this, right? Now we'll look for the relationship. What is the relationship between this height and this 20 meters? In a right angle triangle perspective, this height is opposite and this 20 meter is adjacent, right?
Yeah.
Then we'll memorize that just through ratio. The relationship between opposite and adjacent, the ratio of opposite and adjacent is called tan theta. And the value of theta is given here. The value of theta is 30 degree. So we can directly apply the relationship. We can say tan 30 is equal to opposite over adjacent, that is h over 20. And in your scientific calculator, there is a button called 10. Do you have the
Yeah.
calculator?
Well, I don't have the calculator, but my phone has scientific calculators.
I told you to buy it soon. It is very important.
Okay.
So when
Okay.
you
Okay.
press
But
your calculator for the value of 1030, you will get 1 over root over 3 because that is the value of 1030. 1 over root over 3 is equal to h over 20, and then we can do the cross multiplication. We'll get h root over 3 is equal to 20, or h equal to 20 over root over 3. Then just you can write this one as answer, but if you want to keep it as fraction, you better write it this way: 20 root over 3 over 3. We have to write it this way because we cannot write denominator as irrational number. I'll discuss that some other day, what is rational and what is irrational number. Do you have clear idea about it?
now,
You can just use your calculator to get the decimal fraction or decimal value of it and write it down as the answer. Your answer will be in meter. Check it. What is 20 over root over 3? 11.54.
0.7.
11.54.
Okay. Okay.
Buy calculator soon. Okay, Isra. So, we will have lot more discussion on trigonometry in our upcoming classes. Just keep these very basic things in mind. And this textbook contains lots of chapter in trigonometry. And this tan, I just say tan has important relationship with the gradient. So look at this shape and space 3, tangent ratio, calculating side, calculating angles. They are trigonometry chapters. You can just give it a look and we'll do the rest later.